InShalla and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings. It appears the waves are going to be my prime directive for this upcoming season into the next season of Pisces. These inner influencing waves and the outer influencing waves. Our feelings truly never lie, and the body hosts our feelings, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly, to access this expansion of our library, our beliefs into the future. We're opening up to this elevation of our purpose, our prime directive. So if the door opens to a purposeful chat today into the realms of spirit, take the chance. Open your mind to a new perspective. That broadband, the waves are opening us up to this. And just know that the universe only sends us what we truly can handle. So if you aren't hearing the sounds of the universe, the singers, you are sometimes, we are unaware of our awares. But welcome to today's Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I am a practicing holistic Sha'medium, a subtle energetic surgeon, and my thing is to merge these indigenous technologies, the spirit of the Dagara tribe in Burkina Faso, with the elemental energies, the subtle energies, the elemental beings, taking you from the elemental realm into the imaginal realm with offerings, rituals, and prescriptions to really add to your own personal juice in your container. So my intention truly is to merge these indigenous technologies within the subtle realms, the etheric highway, to assist you into navigating your prime directive, your inner genius, the being that resides within you, just reintroducing you to that magical being. That's what I believe. But my name is Tonya D, and once again, welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you haven't already, please be kind. I have seen some new subscribers, so thank you for that. My YouTube channel, Tonya D, and if you do so, please hit the bell so you're notified. And also, if you don't mind, go ahead and like my video, share, or comment, so the YouTube algorithm will echo me out and suggest me to other like-minded musers in the galactic universe, along with other social channels like Instagram and TikTok, and of course my podcast, Musing with Tonya D. Super excited about that, but there's not going to be any snippets this weekend because I'm going to be in the Immersion, Voices of the Otherworld, going into the elemental of mineral or metal, the gift of clairaudience, our verbal intuition. It's like, do you hear voices? I only hear voices when it literally is the message for myself, otherwise everything's vision. But there's going to be sigils and signs and shapes, and just feeling the ability to open up to higher learning. We're in this space to expand the faith, the universe, the God universe, the oneness, the divine, the limitless possibilities. So be sure to catch this Sunday's Dreamweaver in the Musing with Tonya D group. And also, do you have a spiritual stone that assists you with your psychic clarity? It really is a wise choice to connect to a stone or crystal, an amulet, or even a talisman that really offers those protective powers, guarding us from physical or even psychic harm or attack, while at the same time having the ability to focus and sharpen our intuitive channel, boosting our ability to focus. So our third eye is actually online today. My dream visions this morning were so awesome. So it's like purples and shades of purples and indigos. You can wear magentas and pinks and the crown. You can call that in to add in a splash of white, and have a visionary conversation with spirit, like this connection. And, really, how were your dreams or visions? Did you have lucid dreams? This morning, dreaming the dream, the weaver's dream. Mine were definitely otherworldly. I had otherworldly visitations from friends that have gone into the realm of the ancestors and beings there. But the moon has even entered her home sign. She's in Cancer. So our feelings are super feeling into those threadways. It's like empathy, emotional empathy, not the same as physical or mental. There are other kinesthetic gifts of empathy, but oftentimes we seem to just focus on only one, the emotional one, if you know what I'm saying. But the cosmic soup offers all of them to us, all of this juice. So the message today, knowing it's a spiritual learning day, expanding our learning, our acumen of spirit. Today, I want to bring in the light Seers, messages from the Seers. And of course, we've had this otherworldly light before, these light beings, if you will. Not, so much like the light language. The language is light, speaking in tongues, or speaking in the light language. There's a bunch of different terminologies for the same thing. But first up, we have the magical Queen of Pentacles, which I truly love this card. You can just tell that she loves being in her skin. She is like in it. She just loves being the queen, being herself. And so being that we have the Queen of Pentacles, you know, she's a healer, she's a working parent, she's a self-made person. She has her own material wealth and abundance. She also has her own strength within family and community, which is huge. So you can see she's got this kind of nurturing heart. She's grounded, she's down to earth, and she's also generous, the earth mama, right? She is the self-made queen, and she's reminding us to really step into our abundance, into our garden, by shifting out any shadows that we're holding on to around wealth or security. It's like the blessings of betrayal, knowing that we are safe and just paying attention to our finances to really level up our money game or our abundance game, just giving ourselves permission to rise into those upper ranks. So this really is a positive message of creature comforts and happiness. It's this earthly medicine ushering in a life that's well lived into the physical world, Mother Earth. So connecting with nature, that's really the language here, to find a calm, healing, and rooted essence of power, just harnessing this abundance that really is available to each and every one of us by bringing groundedness into our situation or to a situation. And also in doing so, just showering others with our warm blessings from a charitable heart. You know, it's loyalty, it's family, it's community. These are the themes at this time, unity and community. So it's like our nurturing, down to earth approach will gift us with stability and support to those areas of our life, grounding it in. Just don't overextend your energy, however, and avoid enabling others by over-mothering them as well. You know, we all need to learn to walk on our own, but really have the gift of the guidance behind us and just bring our own self-worth and our guidance and our otherworldly, the power of love, right? So, you know, by just enjoying our deeply connection to life on the earth, we can lead it with this outpouring warmth and this abundance and this love as well. So it's like the power of love versus the love of power. There's a different coin there, right? And following the Queen, we have a message from the 10 of Pentacles, which I love this card. So we definitely have it today. So being also that this is Earth, the grounded kind of day. So it's bringing in messages from the soul's harmonic down to the Earth star, if you will. So as long as our heart is really online and our feelings are in those waves of optimistic venue, positivity, light. But this is like chasing the luxury, the status, and having financial loss in the physical and having a negative energy around wealth. But oh baby, let's just tune into this one. This really is a big one. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of abundance and joy that we can muster up from our heart space. So it's coming our way. It's coming otherworldly, and it's coming fast. It really is coming from the heavenly realms, the ancestor realm, being that this card is otherworldly. So it really is time for us to have this inevitable arrival to commit to our futuristic long-term successes. So this energy is literally so galactic huge. In fact, we should be prepared to like spread some of this juice, this generosity around, just bringing in abundance of positive energy into our life and just watching everything shift and really expect the arrival of success, literally seeing it arrive, right? So happiness, it's about an upbeat, loving community. These are the avenues that literally widen with the right connections and consciousness and just click. They click right into place like a treasure, like a map, like a puzzle. And just remember that perceptions do change, right? So we are one small move away from seeing the bigger galactic picture, the galactic frontier from the earth. It's an earth thing, right? Or an earthing, a legacy of pentacles that is already ours, and we really do deserve the success. We deserve this love and tasting the pleasures of life, embodying a state of otherworldly consciousness that says, you know, yes, I am worthy of all of this success, whatever that looks like for each and every one of us. Just knowing that we are successful in sharing the wealth and the gratitude with those that we love in our galactic garden. And I say this because this card is otherworldly. So this energy is really coming from the heavenly realm, from the Great Spirit. So we just have to open up to the opportunity to receive the bounty from Spirit, the divine, the oneness, the other world, and just know that the bounty is deserving. We have this otherworldly bank account as well. So this could be an inheritance, a gift, resources that come to us in unexpected ways. So that's kind of the message there. When I see cards otherworldly, I always just think it's the other world opening up, the ancestor realm, having a conversation. No need to go down the rabbit hole, unless sometimes. But our final message comes from the Seven of Wands, and isn't she juicy? Being that that is a 7. 7 is also connected to Pisces. It's a spiritual number, wands of fire, fire. So to me, this also has this heavenly realm about it. And just look at her sitting there all comfortable in that galactic sphere. And she's got this genie looking pillow. And I really just love the position she's in, the pose. You know, this card is just embodying, right? So the spheres and the wands, they're literally holding her up, right up into the sky. But the Seven of Wands sometimes is like a challenge. It's possibly grounding, protecting ourselves. Movement, it's growth, it's creative innovation, like seeing things differently and just remaining ahead of feeling vulnerable. It's a sign to continue to share our ideas, our self-expressions. Haters and haters, you know, they're going to emerge only after we've made it to our perch, as she's sitting there just whipping their wands all about and asking us to defend our accomplishments. And sometimes competition emerges as a result of shining so brightly out into the world. So if you are feeling like you're attacked after sharing your light, your magic, it's important to remember that others likely want what you have. That really is the blessing of betrayal. That is the message in the blessing. So stand up, be brave, and just continue to do your own beautiful, magical thing. Mindfully, though, call feelings of love in and your well-being into your body, that essence. You're in this creative, protective bubble. And if you're not, create one. Create that energy around you, that sphere, and just remain synchronized and aligned with your bright galactic vision, and reject any low frequency vibrations, negative states that others might be pushing into your thread waves. You don't have to accept their opinion as truth, especially when they're vying for your position. They want what you have. Just check to make sure that you are acting in a way that really is aligned with your highest values. For me, it's like integrity. And when you know you are, just don't allow anyone to stop you from achieving your dreams, whatever that is for you. And just knowing that we are deserving of our successes and our wins, we're going to bravely shine our light out into the world. And it's like, shine on, light warriors, shine on. You know, we are all these little warrior beings right now, loving in the light. But we share in the excitement to other people's wins as well. When we do that, we win too. So it's this balance between these dimensional realms, between reality and spirit. So super juicy there. And on the elemental realm, we have a Yin Water Pig, a Gui Hai. So yesterday was this yang metal of a day. Metal feeds the water, but our pig is a yang water. So yang fire would bring some great activity to our day. A Gui Hai day. We're kind of soggy roots, actually. So our day, it's kind of need of yang metal and yin metal to control the element of wood. But I think we really need to control all the water. Because the element, you know, we don't need to produce more water to make our day stronger in a way, but our day is actually pretty strong. It's got a friendly right next to it, another yin water. Those are friendlies. The yang waters are kind of like the enemies, the opposing forces. It's always a thing. But yin water, it's known as this nurturing mist. It's similar to a mist, actually, but can also come in the shape of dew, rain, a light flurry snow. Just like any form of water, it nurtures life, right? Water is gestation, it's life, it's birthing, it's the womb that we come from. So just supporting others to grow and reaching their full potential. So from all the master elements, yin water is the most yin there is. It's the most gentle, the most soft. It gifts these people, if you're a yin water day master, with skills under their sign, and they look forward to hearing ideas that are new to them, but they could feel a lot of boredom as well when it comes to the details in a project. They're highly perceptive, considering the needs of others. I think they're more empathetic, really, but they're also very observant. They can draw conclusions from the things that they see or the things that they hear, otherworldly or this one. And they often keep to themselves, but they can also be very sensitive to the feelings of other people, which may be the reason why they are agitated or angered when they're facing conflict. Sometimes they're unpredictable, so consistency is not really one of their things. So yin water people are really good at this unpredictability because it lends them this mysterious air. While this is a refreshing quality, others sometimes become fed up with how temperamental these people are. They do think out of the box, however. People under this day master often end up as storytellers, as writers, because of their free-flowing thoughts and also their imagination. Or they're commonly even seen as weird or crazy by other people because of their otherworldly ideas. And this is actually their magic secret sauce to success. Although, they also have a tendency to put in a lot of effort and unpractical kind of feats. So sometimes they end up wasting their time. So they have this natural inclination for training the mind. They believe that it's a mortal sin if you do not continue to keep learning because they love thinking. They have this tendency to really think too much, making them actually anxious about a lot of things, a variety of things. But when they are at their best, they can weather through anything, like weathering through the storm. They really fancy academically. They like stimulating thoughts, and they follow the last traveled path. They follow this very well. So people under the sign don't conform to traditional ways. They're constantly looking for unique ways to resolve a problem, an otherworldly way. And often they can guide other people to take a different route, a different path. And it ends actually very well for them, but this could also be a bad thing because different often makes them more eccentric than they already are. So they have this ability to have changeable paths and also goals, just like the way drizzle can come and go. So people under the sign find it hard to stick to something that they want, so they're constantly looking for things that interest them, so they get bored easy. They tend to change careers quickly. In their search for that one, the one that gives them the inner peace. This is water. Water is peace, but this is very inner peace. It's the yinnest of all. The reason they do that is because it can provide new insights and solve the old issues. But given the way that they change interests very quickly, they really don't study each issue in detail, the finite details. They're often eloquent speakers. They're good at using words to win over an argument because they've done their homework. So they're successful in this because they know the art of distinction. So these are the people who win over debates. They have this ability to change how others often think. And it depends a lot on how highly their educational attainment or attunement is. They often don't back down from any challenge either. So given how timid Yin Water behaves, it's surprising to know that they would not cower in the face of challenge. So these people are truly interested in trying out new things. So they would never back down when they are dared to do something because they want to try the new. So water as an elemental is strong when it's born in the autumn months. It's prosperous in the winter, just like our metal yesterday was strong. But in the spring and in the summer, it's actually usually weak. But our day is actually very strong. We've got a lot of water, almost actually too much. It's drowning our rabbit and our little tiger there. So metal element is going to make our day even stronger, especially the yin metal. And yin water is usually, they're very creative, they're detailed, they're idealistic. They often base their choices on those ideals. So if anything goes against them, usually Usually they are not great leaders due to lack of focus, but they can be very inspiring or awe-inspiring. So the key to a yin water person is the ideas. So this is kind of where their main strength lies. So it's like fog in the air. They can be rather mysterious, but they can also be moody. They can snap unexpectedly, like summer rain showers, unexpected, right? So you just never know what weather is waiting for you when you're spending time with a yin water person. So in this case, bring an umbrella to shower yourself, right? So it's like from the sky, they come down to the earth, and drop by drop, as the rain is like falling to the earth, they nourish all of the earth back to life. It kind of is this essential element for anyone, right? But we do want to avoid an excess, as the floodwaters can also destroy. But the sun shines brightly too in the sky, so it's all about the balance. So it might bring in destruction to our present state, but to all elements, that can relate in life, this one can actually be counted on to see the details and analyze the facts and understanding and feeling the mood, the emotions, and the mind of everyone around them. That's the gift that these people possess. So their view is like in front. It might be small as the drops of rain kind of outside, but they give to everyone around them, and their support can be counted on, as few sometimes can. But with many gifts, they move and they thrive. They bring essence into life, into the earth plane. So if there's any yin water people out there, our day is a bit soggy. We do need earth, and we also need fire. I would literally go with earth, to be honest. Earth, to give our water direction, guidance. The roots, they really are soggy, they're wet. So we have all this water, but we need to warm up our day, bring in earth to root our day, earth to give guidance or structure to the flow of all that water. So I would actually utilize earth as an element to ground into today, to bring the light of heavens down to the earth, into the star, the earth star. Travel is in the air, spring fever or cabin fever. People want to get out. So this is like education. It's sharing ideas, rooting our intentions into the earth, the root of learning, a new perspective. Maybe you got a download, bring it in, right? You may just see something new in all the directions, all times and spaces. It's like the shiny penny. Focus, stay curious. What is your heart curious about? And what is the feeling that comes with the curiosity? So be in the flow of where your heart is floating, if you will, to look to the other side of those streams, the riverside, the bank, right? The bank on the other side. So there is this positive experience often in what we see as negative. I saw a post someone was doing about their exes, and we all have an ex. We have an ex job, an ex lover, an ex mate, an ex car. We have many kinds of exes, right? Marks the spot. But those are really our learning curves. Those are the things that we get the memo. So if we have forces of adversity appear, we didn't get the theme park, right? So they reappear with a different face. So the memo, if you have the same frequency, shows up. It's the frequency that we're frequenting. So there's no need to hate the messenger, the ex. It's like, thanks for the memo. And when you get it, right? By the way, you just know. You're like, woo, done with that. Because our heart lights up and we have more room in our haven. So it's our spiritual growth haven. So just open up to new ways, take a path, go on an adventure. And when we open up to a new way of seeing things, our heart might have that aha moment and explore what you are more attracted to. Be creative. There really is no need to limit ourselves because we have spirit online. So it's like mastery too. That is also a journey to be open up to new ways of approaching our career, our relationships, etc., etc. So it's just a great moment to try something new, something shiny, and elevate, I guess. So just allowing our feelings to be our golden compass and just exploring the conscious and the unconscious highways, kind of playing with the two. It really is a spiritual learning day. Maybe scroll or browse other cultures and their spiritual beliefs. That might open a door to something new, possibly another timeline or another lifetime, another incarnation, where you actually have that treasure inside of you. So we have our crown online, the Ong and the Om channel, our third eye. So we can om or sit in the sounds of silence, the seeds. That's what I prefer, the sound of silence. And the hu, which I love. The hu is called for. It's a guttural throat sound for earth. If you don't know what that sounds like, really listen to the hu. It's a Mongolian rock band on YouTube to literally get that tone. Besides, they are just amazing, just saying. But an affirmation to get you on your way for a day like today, I would say that I would affirm that I am in the light sphere, grateful for the future that I am expanding upon manifesting. So you can bring that down into the earth. And with all of that, again, thank you for all my subscribers. I'm enjoying this. And as always, I will see you on the other side. InShalla and Ashe. Blessings to you.